8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Saturday, Corpus Christi Yacht Club. Changed locations because of the wind shift. First A fleet race. Saturday, today, January 21st. So, looks like we got Dennis Rogers in the 43 boat, and Steve Landau in 112, Brig North 11. So head up to the windward mark. A rig today. Big sea rig yesterday, so guys were enjoying going fast out in the channel. Got some weather challenges this morning. Did one race out there, B fleet race. Now we're on the A fleet. Looks like number 11 Brig North worked his way up, all by O2 John. Sorry, John, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Amale, I think. Steve Landau started on the port end of the line and got to the windward mark first.
Do the courtesy, please.
Steve around the windward mark first, heading downwind, followed by Dennis Rogers. And surprise, surprise, number 44, Peter Feldman in third place. Followed by 71, Gary Bull. Oh, some out of Sunday school talk there from Mark Gollison. As he fights his way through the fleet. All right, I'm gonna use my feet. Follow the leaders. Hold on.
Going the wrong way.
Coming through. Looks like Dennis worked his way in front of Steve a little bit on the downwind leg. Steve was first at the windward mark. Looks like Dennis will be first around the leeward mark as they head back upwind. Opposite sides of the gate, so this will be interesting to see. Wind's up on top. Steve tacks back onto starboard. Dennis still on starboard.
It's full of weed.
Lots of weeds on this side. Need the skimmer boat. Guys will probably be trying to sail backwards here soon. Alright, reposition. It's like a little bit of a lead change. Gary Bull.
Slow if it's just weed.
Oh, Gary. A little bit of both. I got you on the record on that one, Gary, so that's good.
You can't tell if you're slowed in or it's just weed. Have you been smooth?
I always claim weed. Steve Landau working up inside again. Gary Bull heading outside. Dennis coming up the middle. now Peter, well, look at that, 44, surprise again, Peter Feldman.
I came to a complete stop and started backing up, so it wasn't going on.
We'll see, Steve Landau is first to the windward mark, Dennis Rogers first to the leeward mark, and now looks like Gary Boll's going to get there first. Followed by Ulf, number 12, Sweden. Ulf, how do you say your last name? Lindberg, okay. But Ulf is kind of like Madonna. He only needs one name. So Gary first to the windward mark and Ulf into second. So a lot of lead changes on this race. First A fleet of Saturday. Dennis getting squeezed out the windward mark. But shoving it in there. Anyways, third place Dennis, fourth place Peter. So we head back downwind.
You go below you, Tony.
Wolf and Gary, a little bit of a drag race here.
Trying to go below your Bruce. Actually, go above your Bruce.
Positions here really quick. Give you the motion sickness. Look out, look out. Blair Witch Project. So it looks like Ulf and Gary figured something out. Dennis had some weeds, had to back up to get him off. He's in third place, out of screen. Followed by Peter Feldman, third, fourth, and fifth. John E, let's call it, because I'm terrible at pronouncing his name. And decision time at the gate. Oh, another lead change. Ulf gets Gary on the downwind, goes to the inside, Gary goes to the outside. It's a little tricky on that, but I'm thinking that outside gate's a little better. So stays out of traffic, maybe stays out of some of the weeds. Gary and Ulf both on port, but Ulf looks like he can get to the finish line without tacking. Gary going to be coming in on starboard. Here's a little lesson for you kids. Oh, looks like Ulf's going to have to tack. Gary might get it. It's going to be tight. And I'm not on the line. Gary might have got it. Ulf in second. Dennis Rogers coming up in third. Unless Peter can pull off the miracle from fourth.
Robert Craig, thank you.
Oh, Dennis is stalling on the line. Peter's coming in hot. Come on, Peter. Oh, looks like Dennis gets him. Fourth place, Peter. Fifth place, John.
Finish.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Another A fleet race. (2023) R5 Regional Championship Regatta in Corpus Christi, Texas. Did I get that right, Tiffany? It's like Mark Cooper in the 05 boat. Doing well. Looks like you might make it to the windward mark first. Many other boats in hot pursuit. Although Tony Gonzalez, number 51, looks like he tacks on to starboard first. Gonna make it to the windward mark. Looks like he's followed by Peter Feldman, number 44. John Emalier.
Dennis, easy.
Nope, that's Mark Cooper in third. Sean Fiddler.
Protest 5-5. Oh, so 05, protest 5-5. 05, protest 5-5. 05, protest 5-5. I had turned already on my whatever. Give up.
Quick readjustment. So I can get rid of the shaky cam, just move quick between shots. Tony Gonzalez, number 51, out front. Peter Feldman, Garrett Boyle, Mark Gollison, Sean Fiddler, second, third, fourth, fifth. Looks like it's going to be a crowded gate down here. Dennis Rogers getting in the mix. Let's see. Gary, Dennis, Sean, all going right.
5, you cannot go in there.
Sure I can. There's plenty of room.
9-7, 02's got room on 9-7.
Plenty of room, my friend.
Yes.
You guys went wide.
Backing Mark. You got it, you got it. Well, protest, green vote and blue vote.
Starboard 43! Jesus, Tony, I see you. Yeah, but you waited forever. You can't come. I can go as close as I want. Well, no, if I turn to avoid you, what are you going to do?
I'm going the wrong way.
Right?
So Gary Bowl coming up the middle. We run up here, find the high ground. You all right, Greg? Bit of a lead change there. Things are tight here in the A fleet. Gary Bowl, Tony Gonzalez, number 51. Either one of them are going to make it. A couple more tacks. Hold the camera steady, Dan, for crying out loud. Tony on the port. Gary covers. Very well. The rest of the fleet is really tight on this race. Gary Bowl, first to the windward mark here. Followed closely by Tony, number 51. Peter Feldman in third. Dennis Rogers in fourth. As the traffic jam comes, Sean Fiddler, the pride of Pooler, Georgia. Mr. Steve Landau, number 112. Brig North, Mark Cooper. And our A-Rig IOM day. Skip, I know you're just amazed by my color commentary. But hey, you get what you pay for crying out loud.
For free, you're good.
We'll reposition here. Battle between Tony and Gary. Gary was first to the windward mark. Looks like Tony gained a little on the downwind leg.
Good, Gary.
Okay, Tony, that's fine.
Followed
I just don't
close.
want to do anything stupid in this particular moment.
Followed closely by the assassin, Peter Feldman, number 44. Dennis Rogers, 43, in fourth place. This one you just don't want to be the bottom for.
1-2's got room on 170.
Things are really congested.
1-2, sorry. 1-2.
Go boy.
Scary Bull makes the turn for the finish line. Peter tacks early. Let's see who gets the puff. Let's get up on this photo finish here. Between Scary Bull, Tony,
51.
and Peter. Gets into third.
Good race, guys.
Another hot,
Good job. Sorry, I lost my whistle.
another battle for fourth and
112.
fifth.
21. 170, 55, 57. Shit. Ooh, okay. 54, 97, 05, 11, 12.
The A Fleet race. People posting up early.
Pushing me through the line.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Stay up 21.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I got it, Mark.
Double recall.
Another A Fleet restart.
30 seconds. 15 seconds. Yeah.
Chuck Milliken looking for a hole on port.
6, 5,
He's not finding one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry about that, 71. I was just watching behind me.
Let's go.
Starboard, you guys, starboard. Sean, 54. Protest, Sean. O2 protest 54.
Let's see who gets first the windward mark. Looks like
Starboard,
Peter Feldman, 44.
starboard.
I'll stay up, John. I'll stay
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I'll stay up. We got a boatload of.
20. 12, forget. 12
Tony.
Protest 20. 12, 51 protest, O2, sorry.
Tony, I had room to get inside, just not the second buoy. I had to avoid. I came on starboard and you guys.
We were on starboard when you were running mark. Hey,
Protest or not?
Hey, guys, starboard.
Stop it.
Hold it.
Enough, guys.
What do you think, Leon? What's that? Your tool bag? All right. These are getting
World class out there in front.
tight in the A Fleet still. Peter Feldman.
The Peter Feldman.
Pretty interesting. He tacked onto port early, ducked a ton of the fleet, and still got to the windward mark first and to the leeward mark first. Peter going to the outside gate from my perspective.
John, you're clear ahead. Mark, I think I got you by a mile. Okay.
Followed by John Mollier. Gary Bull, little love tap on the mark. Another love tap to his friend.
Packing and John complete. I'll stay way below you, Skip. Go. Okay.
One more lap. there. Followed by O2, John Amalie, Ulf, Lindberg, Linden. Ulf, I'll have to look that up again. Sweden in second, maybe third. That's Rogers and Mark Galson. Southern California kids sticking together, giving Ulf the business. There's starboard tacks. As everybody else dukes it out, they let Peter Feldman run away. But we'll see what Gary Bull has to say about that.
Happening here because it went light and weird.
Yep. Oh boy.
Maybe not quite so weird, but we'll see. We got a big bit of a left here. Not enough to get us up there.
Here we are in the last downwind leg. 44, Peter Feldman. 02, John Amalie. El Mali. Jeez, I get it wrong every time. Thank you, Mark. Grammar police over there. Or no, that was John himself. El Mali. We'll get it right next time, John.
Sorry, I didn't put the bump that close to water.
Fine, complete, thank you.
Peter Feldman still out in front. It looks like he's going to lead this one wire to wire. Sailing his own race. All right, John, correct me again. Amale. Right?
Good, very good.
All right, thank you, John.
El Male.
El Male. You can withhold my pay for today.
I think you're worth all the money you get.
You can withhold all my pay for the weekend.
43.
78, I'm on starboard tack. 12,
Hey, Craig. Okay, I got you. Okay? No, you're not, Craig. Not even close. Not even close. Up, please. Thank you. We're all around happily as a family together.
There we go. Peter Feldman, first place. There's a finish, looks like all by yourself. Followed by John Mallier in the O2 boat. Wolf for third place. Followed by Dennis Rogers, 43.
7-1's going to hold on starboard.
Who's left is Skip, number 68, 5'5", Mark Carlson, 51, 71, followed by Sean Filder, 170, Chuck Milliken, oh no, last four, back to B Fleet. The A Fleet here Saturday.
54, keep it up.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. Some crazy starts here. Corpus Christi. Christi.
I had that, right?
I just like to check them off.
This looks like it's picking up a little bit. Sean, looks like Sean Fiddler in first. Skip Miller in hot pursuit, right on his tail. Derek Bull on his hip. It's all port attacker.
Skip. I'm gonna go, guys.
Looks like Sean Fiddler around the mark first, followed by Steve Landau, Skip Miller.
Whoa. Hey, you guys, I got rights. I'm underneath you all.
O2 does not have rights. You're coming
we
from
were
behind.
overlapped.
You're coming from 2 boat lengths behind. There's no room in there.
You were overlapped. I had no way to get around you. I had no way to get around away from you. How could I keep you dead ass?
Starboard 4-3.
What do you mean? You're on board.
All right, a little mayhem at the mark. Sean Fiddler first, Steve Landau maybe in first, neck and neck. Followed by Skip Miller, Mark Gallison, number 55. Followed by Gary Bowl, number 71. George Pedrick, 57.
Clear ahead of me. I'm going outside of you. And I go behind you.
O2. Yeah, I'm staying clear. Clear. And then go to the other side. Don't cut in.
Oh, let's tack before the weeds, please. Thank you.
Fleet separating a little bit. Mark Gallison, Sean Fiddler, Tony Gonzalez up front.
Yeah, I couldn't turn because 69 was right on me, but I'll do a turn. 69, you got to do a turn too. 69, are you clear?
Up on a second leg. Let me reposition here. Let's pick up the action. I have a camera change.
We got a starboard boat coming. Let's go. Tack, tack, tack.
Looks like Mark Gallison squeaking out the front there. Maybe Skip Miller above him.
Sure.
Followed by Mr. Landau, George Pedrick. Little Corpus Christi salad. Oh, going wide up there at the mark. Skip Miller in first, Mark Gallison in second, Steve Landau third, George Pedrick fourth, Sean Fiddler in the purple 170, just getting past Tony Gonzalez. Oh, Sean's fighting back. Quick relocation.
Keep up.
Mark making up some ground on this downwind leg. Both on starboard tacks. Overlap going in. So Skip's got to give Mark room, even though he has rights. Both go to the right. By Seaweed Island over here. Taking some risks. They tack away quickly. Heading for the finish line. Looks like Mark might have got the better skip here in this last leg. Oh, but Tony comes out of nowhere to duck Mark, threading the needle into second. Between Mark and Skip. Pretty close one in this A fleet. Tony Skip powers up. Looks like Mark's got it. Tony in second.
51,
Skip in third.
78,
George in fourth.
57, 170, 12, 44, 112, 97. Oh, I'm going to say 21, 54, 43.
Good call.
That was really close. 7-1, 02, and 69 okay, this is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, 12.
97, 43, 44.
All right, another A fleet race. Craig Mackey coming up the inside. Gary Bowl. Looks like Team California out front, followed by Mark Olson, another Southern California boy. Skip Miller, I believe, won the last A fleet race. Third, most likely. Craig Mackey around the windward mark first, then downwind, followed by Gary Bowl, 71. Skip Miller, forget his number, can't see it, his little viewfinders. 78, followed by Mark Golson, 55. The usual suspects, Tony Gonzalez, 51. Wolf, 12. Sean Fiddler, 70. Hold on while I relocate. Thank you for the camera relocate and the one-man crew here. But number 29, boat called Tabasco. Craig Mackey, the Britpop. Got a few hazards floating through. Corpus Christi. Why do I keep saying that? Gary Bowl getting a little puff as we go into the leeward gate. Craig goes one way, Gary goes the other. Good racing strategy. You'll either be the hero or the zero, but go a different way. Maybe you can make it, but Gary Bowl's heading towards Weed Island. Could be in trouble. He tacks quickly. Back onto port. Get above the fleet. Get some clear air. It's going to be a little drag race between Gary and Craig. Up to the windward mark.
Yeah, whatever you want. I would have gone further.
Quick rescue. Dennis Rogers, probably battery. That's my guess. Craig Mackey going way outside. As Gary Bull pinches up the middle. Craig sailing fast and low. Gary's a more direct course. But who am I to say? I'm in B fleet. So A fleet doing well. Gary hits a little boat chop. His little dinghy comes in for a look. Mark Gollison, Sean Fiddler sneaking in. Craig Mackey, first again. Maybe he's going to lead this wire to wire. Mark Gollison attacking on port. Behind Gary Bull. In second position, Mark Gollison in third. Sean Fiddler fourth. Tony Gonzalez fifth. See how things go. So we come to our final downwind leg. Big contrast from yesterday. B and C rigs back to A. Back to our leaders. Craig Mackey checking out. Drove all the way here from California. Uh-oh, Peter's on the hard.
I'm a Taylor guy. I got an 814. Really? And I've got a K66E, which is a 12 string. Poa, and it's gorgeous. Well, I would love to like a 12 string. Yeah, it's on digital. It's epic. It's epic. I really got part now for Mark.
Just coming in the last gate of the day. Competitors got some decisions to make. Craig Mackey going to the left. Gary Bull going to the right, towards Weed Island again.
Yes, it is.
Looks like it might be a tight race between Mark and Sean for third and fourth. They go opposite directions. See what happens.
Go, Craig, go.
Craig, wire to wire. About to cross the finish line, followed by Gary Bull.
Well done, 29.
Where are you going?
29.
Sean's pinching to avoid garbage in the water. Catches a puff. Mark catching some drone backwash. Gary in second. Sean squeaking in third.
170.
Mark doing the weed shuffle to fifth
57, 51,
or sixth.
You gotta be kidding me.
55.
I know.
Let's see. Chuck Milliken is fight for his life to stay in A fleet,
21.
and he does it.
02.
You heard it here first, folks, from Chris Macaluso. Yeah, maybe we need to do another physics lesson with Chris this weekend. After a few drinks.
They fix it alcohol racing. Great sitting off.
was about a second. Really?
All right, last A fleet of the day.
I know, I'll do a turn. See if I can keep up.
Dennis Rogers over early. Tony Gonzalez out front.
Sean, what are you doing? Sean, we're touching, guys. I'm not luffing your head to win. You were leaning on me. Not now. I fell off, but.
All right, looks like Tony G is going to make it to the mark first. Gary Bull in hot pursuit. Bruce Anderson slamming the tack at the mark. Cleaner than normal, but not 100% clean. But who am I to judge?
I'm there, man. Got my rail.
Compliments abound in the A fleet today. There we go.
You're going right, Tony, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. At this point.
You're the man. You're
Yeah.
The man.
Oh, Gary getting a little puff. Close the gap on Tony a little bit.
Gary.
I'm going to go right with him.
All right.
Three leaders go right. Mark Galson in fourth goes left, followed by Steve Landau also going left. We'll see which side pays. They both sides jump on the port tack early. Backup wind for the second time.
Dennis?
G out front, it looks like he fit it off quite a bit. Tacks back on starboard. Still ahead of Gary, Tony's out in front.
Oh, look at Mackie. Play fair, Craig.
He meant that in a really good way.
Last windward mark of the day. Looks like Tony G just pinching to get there. Squeaking around, Tony. Good job. Tony's moved out his lead, but Gary B might have something to say about that. Number 71 boat. As they head downwind, looking for big gusts. Galson in third. The pride of Georgia, Steve Landau in fourth.
Craig, protest 02, protest 29. 4-4, protest 2-1.
I was forced. I passed that on to supposed to weather me. Maybe tack.
You could have ducked me.
No, too late to duck.
You didn't even try.
Gary's still in hot pursuit of Tony G.
Tony is just too blazingly fast.
I don't know.
He's like Peter Allen Light.
Still got a big decision to make down here, Gary, at our leeward gate.
We'll jab over. I think we're gonna go. What makes sense? What makes sense? Where did the lift
I don't
come from
know.
last time? My memory is fading, so it's fine.
I don't remember either, but Chris Macaluso's school
I thought it was
says
gonna go starboard.
always go opposite.
I should.
That's what Chris says.
Okay.
You want to
What
gamble?
the hell? Nah. Well, I'm sorry.
Oh my
Follow the
God.
leader. I'm a coward.
Oh, we'll see. Tony's moving slow over there, Gary.
It's weed.
You're moving fast. He's moving slow and low.
Right. Oh, look at that clump. That was that clumpy clump.
There's something around there. I'd go around that gate too. Even Mark slowed there too.
I'll go around the other mark.
Tony G hangs on.
No road 29.
I got you.
51.
Tony.
Tony wins the last race of the day. Followed by Gary Bull, but Steve Landau's coming in hot
Look at Landau run.
to get third from Mark Gollison.
71. 112.
A little puff here at the end.
55.
4-4 protest 29.
16. 57. 170. 78. Yeah, 21. 97. 44.
Robert.
12. 02. $29 and 43. And that's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All clear.
Oh my gosh, the most congenial start of the weekend right there, folks. Yet again, another A fleet race. You're wondering why I'm filming all the A's. You do the math. Mark Gollison, the light air specialist out front, being covered by Peter Feldman. This A fleet is tight competition today. Gary Bull looking for a shift, praying for a shift. Going through no man's land over here, hoping not to find the piling.
02 protest 4-4.
Peter Feldman having to do a penalty turn. Puts Gary Bull in good position. He rode up the inside, but age-old battle of sailing. Port tackers versus starboard tackers. Good and evil, black and white, night and day. There is a wall of starboard boats there.
Yeah, and they're all below the line, so when we come back the other way, you guys need to
02
know what's
protest.
going to happen.
170. 02 protest 170. Thank you. 12 has no room in there.
And nowhere to go. Ulf hitching up to the buoy, taking a siesta, rubs his teammate, number 112, just to say hi, pass off some beer maybe. As we scream back downwind, and what happened? Tony Gonzalez shuffling to the front. Gary Bowl squeaking out to the right, getting the sails set up, head on downwind. Peter, even after a penalty turn, is still in third place. As I run down the ramp, give you guys motion sickness. Chuck, was it a good start this time?
Nope, nothing bad.
Uh-oh. Back to the high-speed action here on Saturday afternoon.
112 got that puff.
Looks like, oh, Steve Landau
Steve-O.
found the puff. Golden boy from
Mr. Steve.
Pooler, Georgia, I believe.
Absolutely.
Pride of Georgia here, representing the state.
Even a fine fella.
44 brings me up. Chris and Steve. I think, Steve, you're way clear ahead. Chris, I can't tell.
Peter's on port now.
Okay. Hey, Macaluso, I'm not going to fight you for it. Landau, are you going to go left or right?
Go to the right.
Thank you, sir. I'll give you guys...
9-7 room and nobody else.
Okay. John Amala, you do not have room. Sean Fiddler. Okay?
54, you do not have room on me.
Taking it wide.
You got it. Chris, you come down at your leisure.
And after all that, Mark Galson squeaking out to the front. Tony Gonzalez, Peter Feldman.
Sean, are you going to lay on my stern or what?
I think I'm clean.
All right, let's reposition. Back upwind again. Hold on to your hat. Got the steady cam today. All right. We move fast for an old man. As his battle for first carries out.
That's the finish, right?
Nope. It's the second upwind leg. Sailors are a strange breed. We have a hard time counting to 2. But we do our best to help each other out.
Takes a group effort.
It takes a village to sail a toy boat. A little lead change here. Tony Gonzalez representing Barbados via Florida. Peter's still in the mix.
You let Mackie out of the gate?
Mark Gonzalez. And Gary Bowl are top 4.
Go ahead, Peter. What? Go ahead.
Eventually, we get to the point where let's go past
Gary Bowl on the road less traveled.
Right off and find myself.
But it will pay off. That's
Mackie, can I? I'm gonna. Okay, I'll go for it. Mark, I'll take your stern.
Go starboard boat, 170. Thank you.
our
I'm gonna
last.
do a turn for you, Craig. I think I owe you. That's fine. That's one of those things on video that you probably don't want to relive.
Oh, I got it, Gary, for you. You can relive.
Room 12. Keep
I'll make a
clear,
little
keep
short
12,
clip for you.
clear.
Back to our leaders. Now back to the action. For the long walk down the dock. And Peter has launched himself to the front. Followed by Tony, Mark Galson, Craig Mackey, is number 29. And Gary Bull. As we're nearing the end of day 2 here. 406. Have no idea what race number this is, but an A-fleet race. Pelican's coming in hot. We'll catch a little draft off him. Has this puff on from the back end of the fleet. The leader stall a little. And the peloton is coming in hot.
I think I'm clear ahead, Mark.
You think so?
Yeah.
Inside of you, Tony, right?
Peter around in the gate first, followed by Mark, then Tony, then Craig Mackey. A little bit of a split. Mark Gollison tacks immediately to starboard. Heading towards the line. Just a pinch up to avoid some boats.
27 is room, 21 is room on 12.
Got some overlaps there at the mark. Guys are communicating good today. Trying to avoid penalties because it's not fun for anybody.
Get out of the way of everybody.
We come in for a finish. It's like number 44, Peter Feldman, 55,
55,
70.
71, 51, 29.
It's like double numbers are fast. So if you don't have a double number, you're in trouble.
43, 57, 12, 21, 12, 97, 02, 1.
The PRO is getting fired up calling the line over there.
112.
Where you come back, Mark?
Yeah.